Two of the Titans of Xanadu duking out yet again here for the grind.
Yeah, and AoS surviving a very, very close Game 5 set against Moku to get here. Dexter just took a pretty dominant 3-0 over Yori.
Yeah. Yeah, and that definitely sells like two sides of the story to get here to Grands. I mean, I definitely think between the two of them, it's going to be a little bit more even now. Dexter going to have to face one of his old friends, AoS, here again. PS2, a pretty neutral stage, but I mean, so far they're just trying to feel each other out, and the long space that they had to play around with kind of lends itself to that play.
Yeah, percent's just about even right now. AoS with a slight lead and this ledge situation. Oh, catches that dash in with the up B, or the down smash up B. Not going to kill just yet.
For sure, but getting very close. And again, that sends Dexter off stage. So looking for another, more of the same. And now can't seem to close this out. Dexter senses the hesitation and really wants to punish that commitment.
Ooh, catches that down smash.
Okay, I like it.
And that's sort of what you got to do against, AoS getting that back right there, but what Dexter was showing there is sort of what you got to do against a character like Zero Suit, because that character is in the air short hopping a lot.
Yeah.
And if you are also trying to air to air, like he was near the beginning of the match, you might be losing those situations. But if you stay grounded, and Wolf has such good anti-air tools to start calling those jumps out, then you can get a lot of mileage out of that.
For sure. And I mean, of course, he is using some of his good aerials and good spacing as well, knowing his disjoints.
Yes.
And that is really good, even if he does decide to take to the air to fight AoS there. I mean, it seems to be working out enough. AoS is at a deficit and looking for some of these big confirms, but
the reflector!
What a play off of that, and that actually leads to the kill. Dexter, wow, when given an inch, he takes a mile.
Yeah, and that was the uncharged one too, and he was still able to follow up. I mean, that's a move that comes out so slowly, and once you release it, it moves so slowly. Generally only really good for like hard punishes, but AoS thought he was safe to throw it out in neutral. He wasn't.
Right, and it was so quick. I mean, literally, it almost looked like he was going to get hit by it, but then he pulled out the reflector at just the right moment. So now we're seeing a bit of an edge guard. AoS desperate to try to make this deficit back up, looking for the up B. Of course, the mash out by Dexter going to get him out of there.
Yeah. Platform got in the way a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a matchup where Zero Suit definitely has the option of like zoning with Zaire, but I mean, Wolf's got the laser to catch your landings while you're doing that. Oh, and the no tech on the up B.
Ugh, you hate to see it. That's the way it goes. Dexter going to 2-stock from that one. I definitely think that AoS was just fishing too hard for the kill scenario in that last 30 seconds or so, right? It just ended up being him kind of betting it all on one or two options, and really, it put him off stage. It ended up just really biting him in the end. So, I mean, at this point, you got to just make some adjustments, get the right stage counter pick, and maybe you can kind of throw Dexter off his game.
Yeah, and I mean, he was looking good for a lot of the set, but once Dexter started to get a lead, it definitely spiraled. He just wasn't, AoS just wasn't really finding ways to get back into the match in like a safe way. He was overextending and getting punished, and Dexter will wait for you to overextend every time.
Absolutely. So I think we're going to have to see what changes here. Going to Battlefield, obviously good. Triplet scenario gives you some more options here. However, Dexter, I mean, really we've seen him do all right on this stage. Not really one to really get bothered by a counter pick like this one.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely a stage that benefits both characters in different ways. ZSS is able to use the platforms in all kinds of ways for like combo extensions. You can stand on it for ledge trapping. All right. Oh, getting the wrong hitbox of that down B right there.
Okay, just trying to get some of this shield pressure out. And I mean, yeah, Dexter realizes that he's holding there a little bit too long, but he still manages to kind of reset, wants to get an early disruption here with the down smash.
And that down smash on the first stock was so instrumental in game one because AoS had a lead, and that came out at like 70% and took the stock. So he's looking to sort of get a repeat of that situation. Wasn't able to find it, but he does have AoS at the ledge, and he's going to catch the jump with the back air.
Yeah, now AoS is starting to kind of throw out some of the laggy moves, and they are becoming a little bit transparent. Again, the grab is one of those things that you can really punish, especially if you're Wolf.
Definitely. And yeah, that tether grab is definitely a double-edged sword, because on one hand, you can catch characters moving away from you, but if they're rolling behind you, they can get a big punish.
Right. And now the high risk, high reward strategy actually does pay off for AoS. And at 58%, he manages to take Dexter's first stock. So this is doable, but again, like as long as the game plan doesn't really change here, Dexter seems to be very strong so far.
Yeah, catching those whiffed aerials with the up smash, I mean, that's just a great anti-air option. Yeah, going for it again. AoS able to get around it that time.
Yeah, AoS is really good at staying elusive in situations like that, just being able to kind of flip kick around and use all of his aerial resources effectively.
Yeah, but I mean, Dexter is being very patient in ledge situations. AoS just hasn't really been able to like call him out on anything.
Yeah, for sure.
He's been going for these high flip kicks back onto the stage quite a bit. Something that Dexter could start calling out if he keeps seeing it, but it's so hard to react to.
True. Okay, now just trying to get some of these B-reverse like the paralyzer to cover stage, but it doesn't actually work, and Dexter makes him pay for it pretty harshly.
Yeah, and whiffing that boost kick, you're going to take a big punish here. Only gets 31% out of it. Definitely had potential for more.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Dexter's feeling confident enough. He doesn't really want to like put himself at an overextension. He knows that he can just kind of wait and maybe have AoS kind of do the work for him.
Yes, definitely. And once again, I mean, we saw AoS trying to use the down smash at the ledge there, but Dexter is staying so patient. ZSS is a character that will blow you up at the ledge if you're impatient, but if you just wait, I mean, you can definitely get around a lot of her options because she has to throw them out preemptively a lot.
Yes, that she does. And now you can see at least fishing for some of these options has put Dexter on the last stock, but it's quickly going to lead to a near death situation for AoS.
He went for it again. Jeez.
Yep. You know, if it doesn't work the first time, just throw it out yet again. There it is, the whiff grabs. I'm serious.
That's
Every single
huge,
one was just more damage that Dexter was able to get, or in this case, the stock.
I feel like AoS has not really conditioned him to shield enough to be going for those grabs so much.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And I mean, you can condition the shield with if you start calling out Dexter's jumps, for example, but just it hasn't really been able to do that much.
That's true. It's true. So yeah, that is a bit of the struggle, right? That's where their mindset is having to be at this point, because you know we're best of 5, right? It's not over yet, but AoS still, this has got to be crunch time.
And I think he knows that, picking One Winged Angel for the music.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I think we're just running right to back to Battlefield, I think. Yeah. So, oh no, small Battlefield. Okay, makes sense. Taking off the top platform, not terrible. I mean, it did seem to benefit Dexter a little bit in the last game, so I can see the reason behind it. But AoS, we'll see what the game plan is and how it comes to fruition here.
Yeah, and I've seen him counterpicking these small stages quite a lot. I mean, I think he just wants to be there boxing with you, but boxing against Wolf is a pretty scary prospect.
Yeah, that's true, and especially since a lot of your moves have already been beaten out in many of these same situations.
Yeah, able to space around with the Zair that time. That's something that he just hasn't really had a chance to do. Great tech by Dexter.
Yep. Has to be ready for that situation, every eventuality. That's what makes him so consistent as a player.
And once again, AoS got out to an early but not huge percent lead, but Dexter's just about evened it up. He's been having trouble getting this first stock off.
Yeah, and again, he's not really rushing anything, you know? He's happy to play a little bit more farther back, but now can't really land, and AoS finally taking the initiative here on the first stock.
Yeah, and now maybe finally, if he's able to get out of this ledge situation, yeah, if he's able to reset to neutral, now you can start playing a little bit more patiently, using Zair. Although, yeah, calling out the flip kick.
Yep. And you really got to make ZSS players like regret using flip kick like that, right? It is definitely can be a crutch in many situations.
Yeah, definitely just one of the best panic options in the game. When in doubt, a lot of the time flip kick gets you out of it unless they're specifically looking to call it out. Right. And that's exactly what Dexter was doing there, because he had done that flip kick back to stage a few times already.
Right. Especially if you can punish a player like AoS's muscle memory at that point. Yeah. That can be incredibly devastating.
Yeah, Dexter is just about even this up. I mean, the percents aren't exactly equal, but in terms of when these characters can kill you, it's pretty close.
For sure, and again, off of one situation, one interaction is all it takes. And okay, getting a little bit too greedy there. Dexter trying to go in with the Nair.
Yeah, one of the few times that Dexter has thrown an aerial unspaced on AoS's shield. Because that up B is such a great option for punishing those unspaced aerials, but I mean, Dexter has just been using back air very safely. That down smash up B is going to take it.
Very nice. And finally, now AoS being able to maintain this lead is looking very good. Able to get out of that that very dangerous up smash as well. Has to be careful. These quick options are going to get spot dodged or shielded from Dexter.
Yeah, very scary situation there. It seemed like Dexter was in the position to punish the flip kick, just didn't react to it in time. Yeah, using it again just to get to the other side of the stage, reset neutral.
Right. And still, okay, now we're getting some like tomahawk stuff. I mean, I like it. AoS mixing up his aerial game. It seems to be working out. Dexter kind of going a little bit with a commitment. That actually paid off. Risky, though.
And, oh, wow. How did, okay.
Clipped above the ledge. All right.
Oh, catches him on the roll back.
All right. Terrible.
I don't know the exact percents for this. I've seen both in this set and a couple other ones where AoS has been getting that down smash and just going for the immediate boost kick. You are, if you're in a situation where the up B isn't going to kill, sometimes you are able to get the forward 1 into the boost kick.
Oh, okay, interesting.
That situation is going to kill, though.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, good stuff. AoS, that's kind of what he needed. I just like the change. It wasn't really like a huge... It wasn't a stage pick or anything. It was actually like he legitimately made the adjustments he needed to really punish Dexter for some of his desperation options, right?
Yeah.
You can see them coming out, like things like dash attack on shield. Very punishable for Wolf. So you know that you can reliably kind of force that out of Dexter and then get something off of it. So I like it. AoS is starting to pick up on the signs.
Yeah, I mean, in those first 2 games, Dexter was doing so well with just getting an option out of AoS and then punishing him for it with like a burst option, like that dash attack that you mentioned.
Yeah.
But in that game, AoS was definitely able to like bait out those burst options much better without overextending himself.
Yeah, so we're going to run it right back. Obviously, Dexter's like, you know what, we'll just run it right back to small battlefield. I really don't care. You can even have the same song and the same, in the row if you want. You just go for it. Maybe it worked, and we'll see if AoS can replicate.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely an interesting choice to run it back here. I guess just like normal Battlefield, this is definitely a stage that could benefit both characters.
Yep. And as of right now, I mean, Dexter really showing that his game has elevated at this point, getting a lot of damage off of a very extended sharking opportunity. So we'll see if he can get anything off of this off stage as well. This is where the true test comes in, right? It's how does flip kick succeed or fail in this scenario?
Yeah. Oh, you saw there, Dexter was going for a hard read on the roll in, AoS smartly jumping away.
For sure.
Catches that parry jab. Yeah, once again, these high flip kicks, again, it's you can see that a million times and still miss the punish because it's just so hard to react to.
It's just so fast.
But, oh, he's looking for it now, definitely.
Yeah, and again, there it is. Okay, so this is going to hurt. That probably won't, yeah, okay, he's going to have to go for down throw because, I mean, there's not much you can do off of that, so... Forcing a regrab, this is where things... Okay,
right
actually,
there, calling out the back air. Or calling out the boost kick, or flip kick with the back air.
With the back air, right, yeah, for sure. Yeah, smart stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, this time, Dexter was the one who was able to use that quick option to get back to stage.
Ooh, okay, I like it. And didn't think he was going to go into tumble, I guess, in that moment.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just spacing out these nairs. I mean, he's got to get the stock off before he takes too much more damage.
Right. Unfortunately, there's just not enough shield pressure to really make Dexter have to do anything. Well, that really is an unforced error, unfortunately. I hate to see it, but Dexter going to lose that stock, and AoS going to happily see it go.
Yeah, I think he saw that AoS was coming out to try and go for, I think he went for Zaire. Right. And he just wanted to try and get above it, but he just didn't have, he wasn't close enough.
Makes sense. Okay, now once AoS is a little bit stuck on the platform, that seems to be Dexter's opportunity to kind of take something here.
Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit of like a scramble situation here where AoS has just been correctly calling out a lot of these options. Gets this. Oh, he was going for that down B, but Dexter smartly just naring out of the situation.
Ooh, has to get out of that one. And then, okay, I can see it. AoS expecting a good match out of Dexter, but good mix-up from him.
I've seen him go for those sort of Rube Goldberg machine combos with the berry.
Ooh, almost got killed too? Wow.
Yeah. continuing this edge guard with the Zair, that's deceptively good edge guarding tool, as is that reverse up B.
Clip the Wolf Flash, that's not easy to do, I'm not going to lie. I mean, Boost Kick is a good tool to do it with, but still, very, very well played there by AoS. This could be interesting.
I mean, this is okay. He is able to find that dash attack.
Sure.
This is sometimes a situation where Wolf can struggle to find those kills.
Yeah.
When you're like out of kill confirm range, but he was able to get it there. AoS getting a lot out of this ledge situation.
Yeah, I'm wondering because again, like, you know, once you take one too many of Wolf's resources off stage, like that's a really good way for ZSS to flourish. However, I mean, as long as Dexter is able to kind of muscle his way in on stage, it won't matter.
Yeah, and I mean, it definitely feels like he has been getting more out of those ledge situations than he was in the first 2 games.
Right. Oh no, this is gonna hurt.
Not taking that much for it.
Good disengage. I love it. I mean, AoS literally just retreated as much as he could.
Yeah, just trying to reset to neutral. Neutral is where he wants to be, I think. He really wants space away from Wolf right now.
Okay. This is looking a little tough. Now AoS is getting the jumps out of Dexter. He's just mistiming the stuff.
There was a spark on one of those back airs from AoS. Just so close.
Ooh, went for it and almost caught it too, honestly.
Yeah, nearly.
I love it. I mean, it has the right idea. I mean, AoS still, like, flashes of inspiration. There are signs of life right now.
Oh, and Dexter just calling out the sort of option he was going to do with that dash attack.
Ooh, no. I mean, really, I just want to see more shield pressure. Like, really just, yeah, like, break his shield if you got to. Like, I'm serious. Like, go for it. But no. Okay, yeah.
That up smash is going to take it.
Oh, no. I think waffled a little bit too much in that moment. He was like, do I pull the trigger? Do I pull the trigger or not? And then... Yeah, Dexter just got inched a little bit closer and eventually was able to burst option.
He ended up pulling the trigger. He just did it at the wrong range.
That's crazy.
And it just didn't work out for him.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm really interested to see how it goes.
All right, and I'm going to hop off and pass it over to Poe.
Okay. All right. So that concludes winners finals. We now take you to the losers side, in which there will be the same players that you already saw tonight, probably.